So just to give you like a general idea of even what I'm talking about, like what is chaos, right? What does that mean? And I realized, over the past 10 years, really working with people in depth, that when we get to a place where we're not feeling confident, where we have those, whether they're butterflies or we're really just feeling a little bit sick about a decision or a direction or something like that, we're not feeling confident. It's usually because of some sort of chaotic event. And chaos can be like a huge range of things. It can also be positive or negative. Like it can still be positive to have this massive opportunity that maybe you don't feel ready for. And that can make you feel not confident, or you can have a massive problem as well. Like something that's like, oh no, this bad thing happened. How am I going to handle it? And maybe the really good and exciting thing is you're starting a business or you're taking a different direction in your business. And that brings you back to that place of not feeling quite as confident as you might otherwise feel. And so, how do you get from that place of chaos around this circle to feeling fully, authentically confident, like down to your core? And I believe that there are various kinds of confidence. I think that so many people who are listening to this, if you're honest, there are areas in your life or in your business where you feel confident. You feel authentically, fully to your core, to your bones, confident. And then there are other things that make you not feel as confident. One that comes up a lot for people, just people in general, and definitely entrepreneurs, is anything that involves speaking. It's one of the top rated fears that anyone can have is speaking. And now more than ever, speaking is something that we need. We need to speak on Zooms. For many of us and many of you who are listening to this, getting on live on your personal feed, in your Facebook groups, on LinkedIn or Instagram, putting video out there and speaking is something that you really need to have confidence in. So confidence can come up in many, many places. And what I call that true authentic confidence is really situational confidence. And when I'm going through this, I want you to remember that all of you have that deep, significant confidence within you already. And we're just going to find the ways to apply it to those areas that arise and are inevitably going to arise for you over time, so that you're continuously harnessing the skills necessary to get to that deep, solid, I feel confident in my bones. Okay. So going back, you're at the chaotic event, right? You're at a place where you were feeling confident in your business. Things were going, things were flowing. You've got life handled. You're awesome. Something happens, maybe a pandemic. I don't know. Something throws you off kilter, right? And so you're not feeling quite as confident. So what do you need to do? You need to harness as much of the feeling of confidence, even if you don't feel like you have the competence yet and you don't necessarily know what to do. So the first step is really to get yourself into a confident state. And that's like how you feel physically. This is really what people mean when they say fake it till you make it, right? It's how do I get myself into like, I'm going to feel good. I want to feel like I can do this next thing. Once you get into a confident state, then you can take what are called your CAS, your critical action steps. Okay. And your critical action steps are the things that you need to be doing in order to gain your confidence. Now, you should know that a lot of people get tripped up here and they won't get into action because they're uncertain about the results. That's not what you need the confidence for. You don't need to have certainty in the outcome based on taking an action in order to gain your confidence. Okay. What you need is confidence to take the action that's going to give you the feedback that will let you know how you need to adjust. So it's the learning that develops your competence, right? You get more competent by failing. So the confidence is knowing I may make some mistakes. I'm going to end up doing this a little messier than I would like. I won't be perfect moving forward, but I'm going to take these few targeted steps. And my only outcome is to get the feedback I need to improve upon those steps increase my confidence as I move around this loop from chaos to taking some action to adjusting. And then you've developed a lot more of your competence. So then you know what to do, right? You've done some testing over here on your action steps, and that's you're getting some feedback, you're getting some information. Then you're in the competence place. All right, I know what to do, but now I need to practice that so that it feels like, all right, because anytime we do something for the first time or the first 3 times or the first 5 times, it starts to feel better, but those beginning stages always feel, we always feel those butterflies. We always feel a little bit like, oh, I'm kind of trudging through this. I feel clumsy. I don't feel as smooth as I'd like to. That's living in the competence place, right? And that's living in that zone of, all right, I'm strengthening my competence, and that's at the same time giving me this beautiful benefit of increasing that authentic confidence. And that's where you arrive, right? So the 4 steps as you go through it is you have a chaos, then you take your steps, you build your competence, and that brings you to your full confidence.